ET Live is all over New York Comic-Con, bringing you all the fun from the convention for all you fans like us who are watching from home.
Yeah, we're not there actually on the ground, but our team is, and thankfully we do have our girl ET Online's Leanne Aguilera. They're now live with us to bring you some exciting TVT from New York Comic-Con. Leanne, are you surviving?
Hey guys, yes, I am surviving just barely. It's only day 2 of Comic-Con, but it feels like I've been here for a very long time. But things are in full swing here. We've got so much more cosplay, many more panels, and of course, a lot more exclusive interviews at the ET Live Suite. Earlier today, I talked with the ridiculously attractive cast from Marvel's Runaways, talked to them all about their super dark season 3 and the fact that they have a newcomer coming. Yeah, maybe you've heard of her, Elizabeth Hurley. Here's what they told me.
When I got to work with Elizabeth, she walks in and she's Morgan Le Fay. She owns that character, and it's really fun to bounce off her energy off that screen. She has like this malicious kind of female dominant character, and it's really fun to play. I think if I could tease something, it's going to be a wild ride, and it's very epic, our encounters with her.
Yeah, I'd say the world that she brings to our show in general is a scary one, and it's exciting to sort of see how we react to it.
I love that things are getting scary on Marvel's Runaways, and there's also a new scary show coming our way. Well, actually, it's a psychological thriller coming to Apple TV+. That's the cast of Servant, and I caught up with them today, and yeah, Rupert Grint is actually part of the cast as well. And there is a cool Harry Potter connection here at New York Comic-Con because they have the cast of The Cursed Child, which of course is the play. So I had to ask Rupert, would he ever want to play Ron Weasley again? Take a look at what he said.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, never say never.
Yeah.
It's a great story. It's a kind of a genius kind of extension of those characters. But I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
Never say never. That's what I like to hear. We still have so many more interviews coming to ET Live's New York Comic-Con Suite all weekend. I'm personally excited because tomorrow, Saturday, the cast of The Walking Dead is stopping by to give us some zombie scoop on the new season.
Hey Leanne, when you talk to them tomorrow, are you gonna find out anything about the upcoming Rick Grimes movies?
I hope so. I'm definitely going to get us the scoop, and I hope that the cast actually has an update for us. It's been very secret this whole season, but hopefully I think I can pull it out of them.
All right, hopefully they get emotional too over Denai's last season.
Definitely, definitely.
All right. Thanks, Leanne.
I love that Brianna, our producer, had to get in there. She's a huge Walking Dead fan, and I bet you're stoked, you guys, that the 10th season actually starts this Sunday.
Right.
Leanne, best of luck to you. I know you'll be bringing more news from the weekend, and you're, like you said, day 2. So good luck to you.
Good luck, Leanne.
Thanks, Denny. Bye, guys.
Bye. Joker, starring Joaquin Phoenix, is officially in theaters today, and look, he's getting the first laugh because this film, the Thursday night preview of the movie, $13.3 million.
Just, you know, pocket change, you know, for good old Joaquin Phoenix and for DC.
That's impressive.
Obviously, Joker is an iconic DC villain, an iconic villain straight up, but there's been many Jokers over the years, each with their own take on that vicious laugh. Here's a little reminder of all the Joker laughs throughout the years. Take a look.
I didn't understand how much work goes into this laugh for these actors.
It's like part of the process,
It really is. ET's Ash Crossan actually sat down with Joaquin Phoenix to kind of get his story behind his version of the Joker laugh. Take a look.
Yeah, it's funny because I had the part, but I felt like I needed to audition the laugh because I didn't know if I had it or not. So I asked Todd to come over to my house and to, you know, audition the laugh. And he said that wasn't necessary. And I said it was. It was really important that I was able to do it in front of him whenever I needed to.
props to Joaquin taking the role seriously. Like, seriously, what is the Joker without the laugh? You know what I'm saying?
No.
And there's some big shoes to fill.
A lot of big shoes to fill. And on top of that, I read a story where he talked about how Todd Phillips basically showed him different versions of laughs of people. And he went with the one where it sounded most painful.
Yeah.
Because if you hear his laugh in the trailer, it actually sounds like it hurts.
Well,
it's actually hard to hear, to listen to.
There's a darkness to this Joker.
Which makes sense.
Right? It does make sense. It also makes sense that he's putting in the work, plus because it's Joaquin Phoenix. I just imagine him being so method and literally staring into a mirror, just like practicing all these laughs, like which one's gonna be the right one.
For sure.
But I'll tell you what, it appears that maybe it wasn't all laughs on the set of the Joker, as we found out when Joaquin Phoenix stopped by Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Yeah, I feel almost guilty, but we had a really good time.
It's interesting that you say that because Todd sent me an outtake reel, and we cut it down a bit, but well, let's take a look at that and tell us what was happening here.
No, just like the constant whispering, just shut the up, dude. I'm trying to like find something real. And I know you started the share thing, Larry. Yeah, it's funny making fun of me. Like I'm a diva. It's not even an insult. Cher, really? She's a singer, actor, dancer, fashion icon. How is that an insult? I can't do this, man.
Now, what happened there? Who's Larry?
Yeah, Larry is the cinematographer. This is so embarrassing.
That was hard to watch. He felt so awkward.
The outtake is cringeworthy, but can I be honest with you, Alicia? I'm not convinced that was real. Like, I feel like they really taped it, but it was all part of, like, I think it was a setup.
It of course was a setup, but I will tell you this. I'm gonna give Joaquin the benefit of the doubt. This man was hungry. He lost 52 pounds for this role. He was hangry. He said it took a toll on his mental and emotional state, so maybe he was just a bit frustrated.
I believe that. I believe that, but also I just feel like he has done hoax on late night television before, and the nature of those appearances, like they tee them up and let them know what's gonna go down. Just like when Jimmy Fallon last night played Taylor Swift's video of her like getting LASIK eye surgery.
Yeah.
Like she didn't know they were gonna play that.
Right.
Rihanna, what do you think? I don't think it's real.
Once you said that you thought it might be a hoax, I was like, okay, maybe he's right. He plays it off very well.
He's an actor.
He's an actor, so like he does play it off very well. Like if it is a hoax,
right?
But
and
I don't know.
no way his representation, his reps, or even Joaquin himself
will let them play that
on national television. The joke's on us.
True.
No pun intended. Okay.
That's good. That was cute, Denny.
Oh, wow, the segment's writing itself. All right, guys, earlier this week, the trailer for Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn dropped, which gave us a sneak peek of Margot Robbie's performance.
That's right.
It
looks good.
Oh, so good.
But now we're getting a sneak peek at the costumes at New York Comic Con. And I found this really interesting. There are 5 outfits that were shown, including Harley Quinn and her crew of dames. This is something that I feel like not theaters, I was about to say, but theaters starting to do too. With
the ArcLight in Hollywood.
Right, the ArcLight in Hollywood. They had Black Panther costumes on display. Ant-Man, like they do this now, and it makes a lot of sense.
And plus, Birds of Prey isn't out yet, right? And there's only so much DC wants to share, so they're giving fans at New York Comic Con a little taste of all the badass ladies in the movie. And speaking of badass ladies, I mean, really, the women of DC seem to be taking over New York Comic Con because you have Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn, but you also have Kaley Cuoco, who's taking on the animated version of Harley Quinn. I
can't wait till this comes out,
I know,
by the way.
and we finally have a premiere date, y'all.
Yes,
November 29th. Yeah, on DC Universe.
And mind you, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Denny, but what I love about this is that it's strictly for adults. If you all have seen the trailer, they go there.
Which is so funny because it's like a far cry from Kaley Cuoco's last gig on Big Bang Theory. But it's going to be on DC Universe, their subscription streaming service, on November 29th. And ET's Lauren Zima actually caught up with Kaley earlier this year to talk about taking on the iconic DC character.
With Harley Quinn, I mean, you guys are, how dirty does it really get? We talked F-bombs. Beyond that.
Dirty.
Dirty?
Honestly.
Good
dirty. Are we allowed to say that?
Yes!
We have made love on the television animation space.
Wow.
Yes. So
It's
we weren't in the same room together, but
progressive.
Yes.
Great.
Very feminist.
Love it.
in a
Love
way.
that.
Yes.
It's very
That has to feel amazing, though.
It's
What are
major
you getting
female
out of that?
empowerment.
Listen.
It's badass. When I read the script, were you just like,
Yes!
yeah.
This sounds good.
I was gonna say, if that doesn't sell it for you guys, I don't know what will. But we
Check
get
it
two
out.
Harley Quinns within a year of each other.
That's right. Another DC woman we can expect to see in 2020 is Wonder Woman. I can't wait for this to come out. Director of Wonder Woman, Patty Jenkins, posted this tweet on June 5th, announcing the Wonder Woman 2 1984 film, which will be in theaters June 5th, 2020.
So hopefully expect some breadcrumbs about the highly anticipated sequel at New York Comic Con this weekend. You know, he's no Wonder Woman, but another star of Comic Con, one Mr. Ryan Reynolds. And I gotta tell you guys, it's not just the new movie Free Guy that's got us buzzing. In fact, it's his budding bromance with his co-star Joe Keery. It all started when Ryan brought the film and the cast to New York Comic Con, which apparently had a huge reception. Ryan shared this tweet thanking everyone there for the huge welcome. He said they're all still shaking, but it was his next post, Melissa, that I was like, okay. He says Joe Keery is still a goddamn snack.
Okay, a lot of people can't agree with that. So that's his budding bromance, right?
Exactly, and it's something he reiterated when they were at the panel this weekend.
Yeah, he delivers exposition better than anyone I've ever seen in my life. You make it like entertaining and riveting, all the while looking like a snack. There we go.
Could we pull up the cast photo again? Oh, perfect. This is even better. Like, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong at all.
Okay.
But it's just, Ryan Reynolds' humor is hilarious.
Oh, it's the
I'm
best.
here for it.
But you know what? I'm glad Joe's looking like that because, Brianna, you know, because we talked about it on the
That bowl
download.
cut.
That bowl.
Y'all didn't like it?
No!
Well, it looks good for a it looks fashion forward, like for a Chanel event.
Right.
I get
Fashion
it.
backwards.
Fashion backwards. Hilarious.
Fashion forward like his bangs, you know?
Ha, ha,
I think
ha,
he's going
guys.
for a look. I'm glad he pushed it back for New York Comic Con, but I will say that infamous haircut is something that ET Online's Ash Croshan talked about with him at ET Live's interview suite.
People are very attached to your haircut. Do you,
Sure, yeah.
Have you,
Yeah.
I mean, did you expect the reaction? You showed up with the bangs on the carpet and people were like, what happened to Steve Harrington's hair? Is it coming back?
Yeah, you know, it's just a regular person getting a haircut.
I know.
Look.
Ash made a good point, though. Of course, on Stranger Things, Steve Harrington is known for his hair.
There's articles about how to get Steve Harrington's hair. It's a big deal.
Right? Look at that.
They call him Steve the Hair Harrington.
Right.
That's all he's
So
all
is
about.
he never going to be able to change his hair,
I was
guys?
just
Is
about to
everybody
say
going to
that.
have a fit?
I mean, yeah, I think so.
This is like Kit Harington on Game of Thrones when he had to keep his hair long. Like, this is just who he is now, okay?
Yeah.
Listen, I know how that feels.
Look, you do, because Denny is, look, you don't play about your hair. I
Just
don't
having a good
either.
hair day, okay?
You are.
Anyways, I'm excited for their new movie, though. Free Guy is in theaters July 3rd, 2020. Now, moving right along, because our MVP, the most viral post, goes to Free Guy himself, Ryan Reynolds. He isn't just a fan of Joe, guys. He's also Stan's co-star Taika Waititi. But the cast of Free Guy made a promo video talking about why they were excited to work on the movie. And when it was Ryan and Taika's turn, they had some fun with it.
I'm really mostly here for Taika. I've been a huge fan of his for a long time, and it's super cool to finally meet him.
Yeah. I mean, ditto for me as well. I've known about Ryan for a long time, and you know, I think we've always been trying to like meet up or connect or work together at some point, and to finally get that chance to actually be in the same thing together for the first time ever is actually
cool.
Didn't you
excited.
guys do a movie together?
What?
Didn't you guys do a movie together?
Yeah, I heard you guys talking about that.
I don't think so.
Not from my memory. No. This is the first time we've met.
Green Lantern.
Yeah, yeah.
Green Lantern.
I don't think so. Maybe you're thinking of Jessica Tandy, Kathy Bates, fried green tomatoes.
Because I don't remember you guys.
Seth Rogen, Green Hornet.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's where you're getting confused.
He's amazing in that.
But neither of us are Seth Rogen.
No,
You did Green Lantern.
It was definitely Green Lantern.
Right?
Okay, so Denny, I spoke to Brie about this earlier. I was totally out of the loop with this. This obviously is an ongoing joke.
Yeah, no.
When it comes to Ryan Reynolds.
If you guys are in on the joke, it's because Ryan Reynolds is not the proudest of Green Lantern. I don't think a lot of us are. So I think it's one of those films that he's just trying to wipe off his IMDb page, you know? And he, of course, reunited with Taika for Free Guy. So that's the joke, guys. And can we just talk about how that is Ryan Reynolds' brand now?
It
Every
is.
promo for his film is like him trolling himself. right?
Yeah.
It's funny. It's like you think if he wants to forget about being in Green Lantern, but he talks
stop
about it
playing and making
every
jokes
movie
at
that comes out.
That's true. And I will say, he's never going to forget Green Lantern because that's where he met Blake Lively.
True.
That's true.
Okay, that's where the romance
It's a big
began.
part of his life.
It's a huge part of his life. And New York Comic Con is a huge part of our lives, guys.
This weekend for sure.
Right, exactly. We are still on the ground all weekend long, bringing you guys live coverage, interviews from our suite, and of course, any news from the red carpets and the panel. So make sure you guys stick with the stream all weekend long.
That's
Alicia, way to crush it. Brianna,
thank
you guys so much. And of course, you can catch new episodes of The Download on the app, so download it. We're also available on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire.